Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I am here at Government Canyon State Natural Area here in San Antonio, Texas. It's Friday the 13th. Ooh. Anyway, I'm out here to do a training hike to get prepared for my spring hike that's coming up here. And I thought I would jump on here to do an update video to let you guys know what I've been up to since I left the PCT in July, and then also what my hiking plans are coming up here in 2023. So sun is bright. I'm going to put on my sunglasses and keep hiking forward, and I'll fill you in. It's another beautiful day to hike. It's supposed to be in the 60s today, but it's just been such a warm winter. I've had lots of opportunities to get out here and hike, which has been great. Downside is it's extremely dry. So firstly, I wanted to go over with you guys what I've been doing since I got back from the trail in July of last year from the PCT. And basically it's just been three things: work, family, and fitness. So I'll turn around the camera so you guys can look at the trail as I'm hiking instead of staring at me talking. So for work, I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Heritage here in San Antonio. So I work with clients who are buying, selling in and around San Antonio into the Texas Hill Country outskirts, and really enjoyed that. It's kept me super busy. I have a few clients right now that I'm working with, so I try to sneak out here and hike whenever I have a break in between tasks to do. And absolutely love that I have the freedom to be able to do stuff like this with my job. So that's pretty much been it as far as work goes. Real estate takes up a lot of my time. I could work at 7 days a week, 24 hours a day if I wanted to, but I just usually only take on a few clients at a time, so I have some time to do other things I love to do as well. Just come up to this first overlook area, so I'm about almost 2.5 miles into my hike. The plan is to go, I want to see if I can go 12 miles today. I left a little later than I wanted to this morning, but I'm going to see how much time I have, but I'll at least do 10, if not 12. So that's a good segue into my fitness topic. So as far as how I'm staying in shape for the spring hiking season, starting in last November, I started hiking here pretty regularly on the weekends. They're only open Friday through Monday, so I try to come here 3 to 4 days a week and typically do anywhere from 8 to 10 miles. Usually I'm bumping that up now to about 12 because I'm in fine enough shape to do that and ready for that. And I'm also carrying my backpack on me as well, and right now that's up to 23 pounds, and the hope is to get that between 28 and 30 pounds before I start my spring hike. And on the days that I'm not hiking here at Government Canyon, I am focusing on strength training, flexibility, core exercises, pretty much doing a lot of what I did last year because that worked really well, and I felt like I was in excellent shape when I got to the trail. The only thing that's not the same this year is my weight loss. I did put some weight back on, not terrible, but I'm not going to focus as much on restricting too many calories to lose weight. I'm just going to eat really healthy and do lots of exercising, and whatever comes off comes off. I'm not going to stress over that, but I do hope to drop a few pounds before I go on the trail because, as we know, that's less wear and tear on the joints and feet and knees and all that. So that's basically it for the fitness. Every time I hike this path, I come up on this stone. Reminds me of the state of Texas. I love training on this trail because it's pretty much mostly this. There's lots of rocks and lots of climbing. And of course, when I go the opposite direction, I'm going down. So your legs and your butt and everything gets a good workout. So I took a bit of a side trail to finish off my 6 miles here at the top. It gives my feet a nice break from the rocks, which is nice. Nice and flat. All right, I made a 6-mile marker for myself for the future up here on the embankment. All right, I'm gonna stop and take a break here and then I'll turn around and head back. So now on to my hiking plans for 2023. And let's just start out by saying that I have something really huge and exciting happening up in Washington this summer. And it's something I'm super excited about and can't wait to be there for. But I thought it would be really cool, really epic of me to hike all the way from Mexico to Canada to be there for the surprise. So I think you've probably already figured out what my hiking plans are, but I'm gonna turn around the camera and keep walking and I'll fill you in on the details. So as you probably already guessed by now, I'm gonna be hiking the PCT again in 2023. And so I have decided, put a lot of thought into this, but when I first started out with all this PCT jazz back in 2018, and attempted my first through hike in 2019. My goal has always been to complete the entire trail from beginning to end. And I've never had a change of heart in that direction as far as wanting to do section hikes or start where I left off. I know for some people that's what works for them and makes sense for them, but for me I compare it to somebody that wants to complete a marathon or an Ironman or something like that. If they don't make it, they continue to train and then start over again and keep trying until they reach their goals. And that's my thinking with the PCT, is that I really want to start from the beginning again. And I have several reasons why that benefits me also. But the first is that that's my goal, is to complete the PCT in one season from beginning to end and complete every open mile on the trail. So secondly, I love the idea of starting out with all the other new hikers at the same time. Everyone's starting out at the same time. They're all enthusiastic and excited to get started. It's a great time to get to know the hikers around you and possibly who you pace with and meet potential trail me members early on. But I really love starting out and just getting to know everybody from the very beginning. The third reason would be I love the idea of gradually building up my body and my conditioning from Campo to Kennedy Meadows South before you hit the even more challenging terrain of the Sierras. That's 700 miles of desert that you get to gradually build up your body and get your trail legs really ready for the even more rugged mountains ahead. So for me, I think that's really important. Lastly, for me, I love the Southern California desert. I just think that whole area is beautiful. Its landscape is just gorgeous, and I've always felt like that's a place I love to be and hike through. And no matter how many times I've gone through there, I never get tired of seeing the landscape there. So it's also very comforting to know I'm hiking through an area that's familiar. I know the town stops, I know the water sources for the most part, and everything's just kind of familiar to me, and that's comforting when you're just getting started with it. So I think those are good reasons for me, but like I said, mostly it's just that it's always been my goal to complete the entire trail from beginning to end. So that's it for that. As far as this big surprise in Washington, you guys are just gonna have to wait, be patient, but you'll definitely find out eventually what that is. And I'm definitely thinking that is gonna be a huge incentive for me to finish this year. Anytime I'm having a bad day or negative thoughts or anything to that effect, I'm gonna be thinking about this big surprise waiting for me. And such a good reason for me to make it all the way to Washington. In closing, guys, I just want you to know that I'm 1000% committed to completing the hike this year. I have regretted leaving the trail ever since I left it, and I just want to get back out there and I would say continue on this journey, but I kind of am continuing even though I'm starting over. But just continue and reach my goal. I have to treat it like a job. There's gonna be days where you don't want to be there, but you have to do it because it's your job or you have big goals that you're trying to reach. So that's how I need to think of it. But I just want to let you know I'm really committed to finishing this hike this year. I've got a lot of huge reasons why I need to. So as far as the vlogs go, I do plan to video my journey and share those with you guys. The only difference this year is that there's going to be quite a long delay in me getting out my first videos to you. And the reason for that is partly safety's sake, but also I'm really focusing on the mental aspect of the hike this year. You know the saying, you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different outcome if you're doing the same thing. So this year I'm planning on doing things a little bit differently, and part of that I've decided is going to be when I get to towns and I'm staying in hotels, I don't want to spend all my time in the hotel working on editing and uploading videos. I really want to focus on going out with other hikers, socializing more, getting to know people, and being part of the community. I tend to isolate a little bit when I get to towns. That's what I've always done, and this year I'm going to do a little bit differently. So I'll start uploading videos a little bit down the trail. I might do an update video here and there just to let you guys kind of know how I'm doing out there, but going to be vague about the location that I'm in at that point, but let you know when my first videos are going to come out and how everything's going. So anyway, if you guys are not following me already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm really going to work on putting out quality videos for you guys, bringing the GoPro with me this year most likely, and just really working on trying to make my videos more interesting and a little artsy-fartsy. I like being creative with that. That's fun for me. So anyway, yeah, that's it for the videos. If you guys really want to know what happened to me in Agua Dulce and why I got off the PCT temporarily there and then jumped ahead to South Lake Tahoe, I did put that in the description of video number 21, episode 21. So if you guys want to track back to that video, open it up and then read the description. That'll tell you what happened there. It's just something I really don't want to focus on. To me, it was something negative that I've just want to put behind me. It's important to take every lesson and learn something from it, and I did. But that particular situation really annoyed me that happened. I didn't ask for any of that to happen, and it did. And unfortunately, I let that affect my hike. But if you guys are really interested in that, go and read that. Like I said, episode 21. And if you have any more questions about it, feel free to reach out to me and message me. You guys can follow me on Instagram. It's Tiki Bird Tracy, all one word. And follow me there. And I'll probably be putting some updates there as well. I think that's about it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for following along, and stick with me this journey. I need you guys there. I need to do this, and I look forward to having you guys there and keep pushing me to stay out there no matter what. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.